Good afternoon and welcome to an ABA playoff Saturday evening matchup between your Cleveland Blazers and the visiting Lansing Legends. I'm Teddy McQueen, and to my right, my partner, your co-host Ryan Hall. This presentation is being brought to you live through partners in organizations such as the ABA, the American Basketball Association, Third Federal Savings and Loan, DJ Request, and the Fire Squad Entertainment. You can catch all Blazers games and recaps on the I-95 Sports Network, as well as the Cleveland Blazers YouTube page. And today, as well as any other day of the week, we are bully free. Yes, I am bully free, and we ask that you also stand up for bully awareness by taking the pledge and donating to the nonprofit organization Squad Goals. Visit yesbullyfree.org and take the pledge. We are here once again at Hawken Arena for the first round of playoff ABA basketball matchup. Once again, Ryan, we have the Cleveland Blazers matching up with a team that we already saw in the Lansing Legends. What do the Blazers have to do to advance in this pretty much win or go home playoff battle?
Well, for starters, they have to keep in check the Legends' two hot players, Carlton Brundage and Yante Jackson. Last time we saw them, Carlton scored 32 points, and Jackson scored 30 points out of their 121 points.
Right.
So those two players accounted for half of their scoring. So if we can just keep them under check, keep ourselves emotionally in check, we're going to have a good ball game tonight. Hopefully come out with a win.
Yeah, pretty much same teams that we saw last time. The Legends with a few new players, but other than that, pretty much the same matchup. We know that they'll match up. They have a big man down low, number 21. Their center, Daryl Bigham, he stands at about 6'7" down there. So a night that the Blazers big man will have to put on today, and David McDay, and coming on strongly, who's been coming on strongly the last couple of weeks, number 20, Torrey Adams. So we'll look for them along with Tommy Norris to see how that battle goes down below. What about up top? As you said, you mentioned Carlton Brundage and you mentioned Yante Jackson. What do Martell Medley and especially Keyshawn Christian, their defensive stopper, have to do to stop those guys from scoring?
Just get in their face. You know, they don't like to drive too much. They love to shoot. They like the outside shot, so if we can just get up in their face, get a hand over the ball, make sure that they don't have like a clean shot, and always account for them when they don't have the ball. They can't be running around off screens and have our guys lose them in transition or just during the defensive stand. You always got to account for them.
I agree with that. I agree with that concept right there. Don't let them get the easy shot. Keep a hand in their face. Keep a body on them, man. Don't let them run free. Don't let them get easy backdoor passes, and you can keep them in check. And you should be able to, come out on the advantage side of that. The three-point line has been extended today, so three-point line seems to be extended about 6 inches, maybe going all the way around. So that'll be exciting, especially as we look for the 3D clock to be on. If you're not familiar with ABA basketball, whenever there's a turnover in the backcourt by the offensive team, the team who gets the ball, they have an opportunity to add an additional point to whatever score they have. So a two-pointer would turn into a three-pointer, a three-pointer would turn into, and eventually a four-pointer. They can shoot half-court shots in ABA basketball, four-point shots, 5-point shots. So that'll be something to look forward to in this playoff basketball. We haven't seen that yet in the regular season, but I'm looking forward for a half-court shot or a full-court shot.
I kind of want to see it get that 5 points up there quick.
All right. I can see Janelle Free hitting that. So right now we have DJ Request and the Fire Squad Entertainment with the national anthem. So we'll take a break, short pause. Be right back. Welcome back to coverage. If you're just joining here, we're here at Hawken Arena for playoff basketball. That's ABA, American Basketball Association basketball, here on a Saturday evening as the Cleveland Blazers take on the visiting Lansing Legends. We were speaking about concepts and keys to the game before we went to the national anthem break, Ryan. One thing I want to see out of one player I want to see out of the Blazers starting five is Janelle Free. I want to see him get off to a good start. You're familiar with these guys. They're not any strangers. We know what they can do. Get off of the start early. Starting five for the Cleveland Blazers would be at their guard. Number 1, Martell Metley, the quarterback. Number 10, the shooting guard, Kaishan Cook. As I mentioned, Janelle Free will be their power forward. Keyshawn Christian, number 5, the small. And down low will be number 13, Devin McDay. On the other side for the Lansing Legends, we have number 24, the point guard, Yante Jackson. Carlton Brunwich at number 4, Eric Bell, 15, Goodman, number 1, and 21, the big man down low, Daryl Bigham. And action starts off very quickly here as Bigham, I believe that was Bigham that was able to nail that there. Three-pointer to start off. So now the Blazers with motion, cutting back door was Christian, but he missed the layup. Lenses on the other end, Maurice Benson to the free throw line, and he misses. Ball out of bounds. Be Blazer basketball. Janelle Free to bring the ball up. Him and Shaq Lewis, along with Martell Metley. Keyshawn Christian. Metley penetrated to the hole. Metley with a scoop, and it's good.
You like to see Martell Metley finally getting his groove early.
2-2, and a man with the ball to keep an eye on. Number 2, Carlton Brunwich for the Legends. Going to give it to their big man again, Bigham. Looking to shoot over McDay, and Bigham feeling it early today. Daryl Bigham nails it for Legends. Shaq Lewis on the other end. Tried to take it by himself, missed. Rebounded by Cameron Sanchez. And now Benson at the top of the key with Bigham. Bigham stared at a three-pointer from the top of the key. Bigham will shoot it again, and this one will be out of town. So heat check there for their big man, number 21, Daryl Bigham.
Yeah, why not shoot it? You're 2 for 2 so far, feeling a little good today, I guess.
So now Shaq Lewis very quickly down to Martell Metley on the right wing. Martell swings it over Shaq Lewis from the left arc, and that shot is off, rebounded by Brundage, and I love saying his name. Carlton all the way aggressively, tried to smack glass, missed there, rebounded. Going to be Janelle Free. Free for the free throw jumper. Off there, tried to get his own rebound, but rebounded securely by the big man, Daryl Bigham. And now Sanchez ahead of the crew, missed a layup. And there's going to be a foul call here on the Blazers on that rebound. It's number 1 on Martell Metley.
Like the aggressiveness, trying to get up, stop them from getting that offensive rebound.
So Benson inbound to Bigham down low on the baseline, and Daryl Bigham having his way early in this matchup to the layup. And Daryl Bigham with a steal on Janelle Free. Bigham looking to take it coast to coast, and Bigham misses the reverse, rebounded by Shaq Lewis. Metley looking to swing it. Had Christian. Christian gave him a 3. Back to Metley, baseline, up and under. That's a miss. Good shot there by Martell Metley. Just couldn't get it in the hole. Sanchez will bring it down with the left hand. And Daryl Bigham, once again, to the top of the key, playing very comfortably out there. Set the pick. Back to Bigham. And he's kind of bridged there. Keyshawn Christian.
That was a weird foul.
Yeah, I mean,
just kind of like
Christian was kind of boxing him out already, and he kind of just fell on top of him. So the situation is just like when you trip a player, the ref got to call something.
Yeah.
They're trying to post up Bigham again now. Bigham with a shot, the turnaround, and Daryl Bigham telling David McDay, hey, you got to step up and check me, man. 8-2, 9 minutes left here in the first quarter. Blazers with Christian and Metley at the top. Metley will shoot a 3. That one's off. Rebounded by Shaq Lewis. Great offensive rebound. Back to Metley. Metley spin move. Back to Shaq off the baseline. And this was an air ball over the rim. Just too much right there. Number 2, Carlton Brundwich will have the ball behind the back, him against Martell Medley. Now they'll go to the other side. They'll try to post up Eric Bell. Sanchez left wide open. Shot is up, missed, and accidentally tipped in there by Martell Medley, but that still counts as a score for the Lansing Legends, who have a lead of 8 now, 10-2.
I don't know who to give that basket to.
It was a great tip, though, by Medley. You're playing 33. Now the Blazers swinging the ball around. Janelle Free looking to make something happen. And this one's stolen, but Shaq Lewis able to get the ball back. McDay looking to shoot a shot of his own. And David McDay puts up a bucket for the Blazers. Maurice Benson looking at quick jumper. That one's rebounded by Medley. Medley and Christian ahead of the pack with the outlook, and Keyshawn Christian throwing it down.
Excellent transition offense.
Great outlook pass by the quarterback, Martell Medley. Carlton Bunwich seeing a half-court trap. Great defense there by the Blazers. Half-court pass over to Benson. Benson to shoot the three, and Maurice Benson, number 13, to hit the three for the Legends. Janelle Free back on the other side. Janelle with a crossover. Janelle going strong with the left and off glass in the face of number 15, Eric Bell. So the Blazers starting 5, starting to warm up here. They're a little cold here, Ryan, a little temperatures we talked about earlier, but they're starting to warm up now, 13-9. And great defense there, great help side defense by Christian, and over-the-top defense there by McDay on the big man, Bigham.
Yeah, we got to stop him, so I like the aggressiveness on the defensive end. He's 4 for 4 to start the game. He's got 8 of their 13 points. Not what we expected coming out. He was pretty quiet last game. He's turning up the heat.
Very quiet last game, and as you said, not what we expected. I expected to see Yante Jackson. I expected to see Carlton Brundwich. I've seen him get a couple of rebounds, but as you said, it's been a Daryl Bigham show, and good thing as you said, the Blazers kind of to warm up there because substitution was coming in for Coach Bogart. Yeah. He wasn't going to have too much, it's one thing you're not scoring on the other side, but the defensive side, they weren't stepping up. They was able to get a couple turnovers there, so good way to get back into the quarter, see what they can do here with this 7 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're probably just a little cold, like you mentioned. We both got our sweatshirts on. We usually don't have that.
Right.
So it's a little colder today, even though it's pretty warm outside. Colder in the gym.
Right. So 4-point lead for the visiting Lansing Legends here. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is ABA playoff basketball, first round of playoff basketball, win or go home. So the Blazers win 4 in a row, and they'll be able to advance to the regionals in this playoff bracket. Bigham obviously fouled on that last possession there. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one is off. Score remained 13-9. Cleveland Blazers with 3 team fouls already early. Bigham with the second attempt. And this one's short right, rebounded by Christian. And the Blazers on the run. You know Coach Bogart likes to push the ball. Martell Medley in the hole. A little strong there, but great move by Medley to get inside. And now Bell over to Benson, and that's a turnover for the Legends, out of bounds. Shaq Lewis down to Martell. Martell will look at a 3 from the wing, and Martell Medley will hit a 3.
Like to see him going early.
That's the song we like to hear. 13-12. That's the medley we like to hear. 13-12, 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bigham looking to face up against McDay once again right in front of us. And great defense there by David McDay to just get in there and poke the ball out. Shot clock ticking down. Now Bell against Free. Good pass around to Bigham. And great defense there. And Daryl Bigham is on the floor still. Shaq to boot it up. Great move by Martell to get past the shot clock. And Bigham off the floor, able to get the steal. Back to Bell. And Bell kind of throws the ball up, and he just airballed the layup looking for the foul, but there was, incidental contact maybe there, but he had already lost the layup.
Yeah, I mean, looked like he just kind of went up, slipped that right out of his hand.
13-12. Martell Medley again from the wing. Follows his own shot, gets his own rebound. This time he is fouled. So great aggressiveness, great energy there, put on by their quarterback, Martell Medley, for the Blazers.
And he knew that shot was off right after he shot it. You saw him cut right around the defender and just get in great position to get the rebound and go right up for the layup.
It's just grade school fundamentals right there, Ryan. You know, you're the first one to know how your shot is going to come off. Follow the shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were always taught that in basketball. We have two wings. They go back on defense. You follow your shot because you know how it's going to end up.
So Martell hit both free throws and give the Blazers their first lead of the game, 14-13. Checking up on Bisson at the half court is Medley. Down. Brundwich from the free throw line. Quiet this game so far. And the Blazers on the run again. Martell Medley going right at Maurice Benson. Twisting, passing, over to Christian. Christian with a shot. And Keyshawn Christian filling it from the left side baseline. 17-13, Cleveland Blazer basketball. Now Benson right in front of Martell Medley, asking for the pick. And there'll be a timeout by the Lansing Legends coach, Mike Dobson. Very unhappy with what he just saw. So a complete turnaround we've seen in this game already. I mean, the Legends came out storming.
Yeah,
seemed to have the Blazers on their heels, not knowing what to do. Quick timeout for Coach Bogard. Well, I think maybe the starters saw the substitutions coming in. They kind of just turned it around real quickly there. And now you see the Legends on their heels with no answer to what to do with the Blazers.
Yeah, and before the game started, I was walking down the hall, and the Legends were in the auxiliary gym here at the school. And as I was walking by, you could hear Coach for the Legends just yelling at them, kind of getting them fired up,
right.
Which I think why they started off a little bit on a faster pace, whereas the Blazers, they were just going through their normal warm-ups.
Right.
And I guess now that they've woken up, they're ready to play.
Yeah, they're ready to play. So, as you said, the Legends did come out firing on all cylinders, but the Blazers have turned that completely around, and a couple of jumpers, a couple of moves by Martell Medley and Christian have got them back in the game. Not to mention David McDay stepping up and playing some good defense on Daryl Bigham, because he got off to a very quick start this evening. Back to Blazer basketball, 5:17 left in the first quarter, 17-13. Benson looking to drive against Martell Medley. Great help side defense from Janelle Free. He's called for the foul. Maurice Benson to be able to go to the free throw line for his first attempt of the evening.
A good job by Janelle Free to make sure that ball didn't have a shot at going in the basket.
Exactly. He got up there. Benson hits the first free throw. Second one is good. 17-15. Blazer lead of 2. Shaq Lewis brings the ball down the middle of the court. Looking for a pick from McDay. McDay rolls. Couldn't get the ball. Christian at the top of the key now. Christian looking to step up and shoot the free throw jumper. And Keyshawn Christian, that's 2 shots in a row. Know he can get fired up real quick here, Ryan.
I like the ball movement and everyone moving off ball on offense. No one's just standing watching.
Now Carlton Brundage, defended by Janelle Free. Jab step move, and he's ripped by Keyshawn Christian. And Christian very unhappy about that call. He's called for the reach-in. And I thought we saw a Blazer turnaround and possibly a Blazer Keyshawn Christian dunk coming up right there.
That would have been fun to see.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
I love that. Nice alley-oop. Him and Martell Medley have some, like, psychic wave connection. That's just fun to watch.
Yeah, you love the chemistry. So now in for the Blazers, as we mentioned earlier, the big man, Torrey Adams, as well as Tommy Norris. And this time, Carlton Brundwich mans his way to the hole, gets the layup.
Very aggressive, keeping his body between him and the basket.
No, he wants to get on the scoreboard. So Eddie Brown for the Blazers, along with Edward Jackson, Torrey Adams, Tommy Norris, Parrish Purnell Jr., who's been coming on strong the last couple of weeks. See if they can withstand this lead, if not possibly boosted. Parrish Purnell Jr. with the inbound pass to Tommy Norris at the top of the key. Norris back to Parrish. Going to go down low to Torrey Adams. Adams looking to work his man. He's got a mismatch down there. Torrey Adams goes up, and Torrey Adams showing great fundamental basketball right there. Just drop step and turn it around. Down low pass to Yante Jackson. He's in the game for the first time for the Legends. Now Norris looking to dump it off to Jackson, and that's a turnover. And Yante Jackson looking to have a free layup here. He'll get that in for the Legends. 21-19, 3:43 left in the first quarter. Eddie Brown dribbling at the top of the key. Brown over to Norris. Blazers showing motion. Norris tried to drop a pass down to Adams and just stolen there by Carlton Brundwich. Good defense. Way to pay the passing lane.
Active hands.
Now Sanchez with a deep three, and that one's off and rebounded by Norris. And Coach Cornelius Bogart will call a Blazers timeout.
Yeah, we just see the active hands on defense for the Legends there. Tried to thread a pass right down low, and Yante Jackson had his hands up and just had the ball brush his hand, and easy turnover.
I like what we saw at the timeout, though, however, with Torrey Adams giving them the ball down low. I think what Coach Bogart did see was kind of Eddie Brown at the top of the key kind of looking lost wide open there, so he had to get him. He still remains in the game, so maybe just had to put him in check real quickly. Wake him up, as you say.
Yeah, exactly.
This is win or go home basketball, playoff ABA basketball, American Basketball Association.
Sorry.
So as we hear DJ requests in the Fire Scout Entertainment, school us with some bullying awareness statistics. We want to remind you this is a bully-free, yes I am bully-free presentation. We invite you to take the pledge, visit yesbullyfree.org, help support lifting bully awareness. Bullying occurs in our schools, communities, and our homes. Back to the basketball now. Paris Purnell Jr. has a three from the baseline. He likes that area, I've noticed, over the past few weeks, Ryan. So he hits that three. Kind of a sky-arching shot, but it all net there.
That was pretty. I love the arc.
Benson now with a shot of his own. That one's off. Rebound tracked down by Bigham. Derrick will go to the hole, and he's fouled and hacked. And Daryl Bigham, who missed both his free throws last time, don't mind him going to the free throw line this time.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't scored since that onslaught. Those first 4 baskets he had to start the game. As you mentioned, missing both of his free throws last time. Bet you he misses at least one here.
Well, you don't want him to get heated up either. So another miss. 5-point lead here. Cleveland Blazers with 16 fouls, however. Legends only with 2. So you see statistics like that. It tells you that normally that one team is being more aggressive, but we've seen the Blazers go to the hole. So, and now Eddie Brown with a three, and that was off. Legends off and running. Carlton Brundwich over to Benson. Benson to shoot a deep three. Off and rebounded by Jackson. Eddie Jackson with a head full of steam, going back the other way, and Carlton Sanchez just hacking away at him.
Yeah, didn't want him to get a full head of steam coming down the lane for a layup. Wise decision to foul him rather than give up 2 easy points.
I mean, he gave him like 3 hacks before the ref called it. I felt those myself. Kind of like some hand smacks that you get from your grandmother. 24-19, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Blazers, Paris Purnell Jr. at the top of the key against Yante Jackson. Swings it back up top to Norris. Norris looking to work against Jackson. Shot clock ticking down, and Tommy Norris has turned this one over. That one just dribbled off into the backcourt.
Trying to get a little too fancy.
Yeah. If you're the Blazers, especially Coach Bogart, you don't want to see any of the individual play right now, especially early in this game. First about 5, keep on playing team basketball, swinging the ball around. When importantly it gets done on this end, the defensive side. Yante Jackson looked as if they were looking to post up Bigham again. Swung it over to Carlton. Brundwich looking to work and save. He has a knack for getting to the hole and getting fouled and getting to the free throw line, and he'll go again.
How about instead of reaching in, we set up for a charge or something?
Yeah.
I mean, he had his head down, barreling in through the paint. Just step up. I know it hurts, but put your body on the line. This is the playoffs.
Yeah, one of his moves is kind of like dipping of the shoulder. So, as you mentioned, you want to see the Blazers, especially not reach, at least slide their feet and just get in front of them. Makes both free throws 24-21 now. Lead is only 3. Norris almost ripped there by Sanchez. Oh, he had a cutting Eddie Brown on the backside, back door. Brown, ball just slipped through his hand. And now a great outlet pass. And the Legends, Yante Jackson, had another free layup and missed that one. But it was rebounded by Bigham. And
what did we mention earlier before the game? You got to turn around and find these guys in transition.
Exactly.
He was wide open for another wide open layup in transition.
Yeah, you see that a lot of times out of the Blazers, especially when they have a turnover on their side, kind of a, they just didn't wake up. I mean, that ball sailed out of bounds, so not only did the ref have to go get it, and they had to inbound it like, they had to throw it all the way down the court, and he still beat you. So Brundage with another pair of free throws, 24-22 with a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Bell over to Parrish. Parrish with another lobbing three. That one bounces up and it's off. Rebound gathered up by Sanchez. He'll run it down, and Carlton Brundage trying to get a pass over to Yante Jackson, but he's called for the traveling. That'll be a turnover.
Yeah, just couldn't get it out in time before that left foot came down.
So Bogart calling for the circle play, bringing Torrey Adams, their big man, up to the top of the circle. Try to get some motion, maybe some backdoor screens, working off of that. Purnell Jr. on the baseline. Oh, great spin move by Purnell. Drops it off to Torrey Adams, and he misses the layup. Great move there by Paris Purnell Jr. Now Sanchez with a turnover of his own. Norris up to Adams. Adams and the Blazers running. Torrey Adams and keeping it. Torrey Adams with a great move, great layup there. Finally putting points up on the board for the Blazers, who haven't scored in over 2 minutes now. Now the little quick guy, I believe that's Justin Green in for the Legends.
Getting loose with the ball here.
Yeah,
Find your man.
Play getting sloppy, and once again the Blazers are not back on defense, and Justin Green for the Legends able to get a free layup because he didn't get back on defense. Doesn't work that way out for the Blazers, and they're almost ripped right there by Paris Purnell Jr. Now Dunlap over to Norris. Norris trying to work the wing, and Tommy Norris, number 11, who actually had a fair game against these guys last time. I think he had 22. Yeah, Tommy Norris was able to help the Blazers out in the win against the Legends last game.
He was actually their leading scorer.
Sanchez with a head fake. Sanchez with a drive. He'll kick it out to Jackson. 3, 2, 1, and Yante Jackson nails that as the end of the first quarter rails out, and the Blazers narrowly holding on to the lead here, Ryan, 28-27, just a 1-point lead.
Well, you know what I noticed is that the Legends are starting to get more aggressive with their hands on defense. The Blazers are holding the ball, and especially Cameron Sanchez, he's swiping at it, trying to poke out the ball. Ball movement will fix that for the Blazers. Keep the ball whipping around, get an open shot, make them overcommit. Maybe a ball fake because they're trying to shoot those passing lanes as well. Ball fake, back cut, got an easy layup right there. And I guess just be more tight and more secure with the ball. That's all the Blazers need to start doing.
Well, they're holding on to a lead right now. I'm not sure if Coach Bogart is going to go back with that roster, because I know what you saw makes a lot of sense. However, what I saw was a lot of players who haven't even played in the past couple games, so I'm not sure if Coach Bogart is somewhat sending his starters or sending his team a message right now. So we'll see as this story unfolds, as the second quarter starts, and see what that's all about, because I haven't,
And that could have to do with why they're being more aggressive, is because coach for the Lansing Legends, maybe he knows that these guys don't play a whole lot together.
Right.
So you can be a little more aggressive.
Right.
Because they're not going to, I guess, beat you. I mean, they're good players.
Yeah.
But they're just not going to.
But you don't have to worry about Eddie Brown beating you off the dribble. He's standing at the top of the key, and they're kind of letting him dribble up there, kind of Rajon Rondo is. So
exactly.
See where they go here. Bogart will remain with the same lineup, so we got Torrey Adams, Paris Purnell Jr., Tommy Norris, Eddie Brown, as well as Eric Dunlap at guard. Dunlap inbound to Purnell. Norris over working against Sanchez. Great pick there by Adams. Norris with a head fake. He's bumped and he's fouled. He'll be able to go to the free throw line. So very smart, intelligent move there by the big man, Tommy Norris, able to get Sanchez up in the air and just kind of go up under him and pick up the foul.
I love those ball fakes. I mean, everybody just tries to jump out of their shoes to block shots, so ball fakes are incredibly helpful.
And nothing's better than a foul call when there are only 9 seconds off the shot clock. So 11:51 left here in the second quarter, and Blazers are able to pick up a team foul already. See if that plays any factor as this quarter goes on. 30-27 here, 3-point lead, and looking at full court press. Press broken very easily. Sanchez running down, try to go behind the back to Bigham. That's a turnover. Now Purnell turn to get it down. Dunlap, and he stripped. Scramble for the ball. And great hustle there by Eddie Brown, and the ref will say it's going. Actually, it'll remain Blazer basketball.
Excellent job by Eddie Brown. He was fighting off 2 legends right there, able to keep slapping the ball, keeping it loose, and eventually rolled out of bounds.
So scrappy play, but it goes his Blazers' way, and it'll be Paris Purnell Jr. to inbound the ball on the baseline up under the basket. Great, inbound pass to the Torrey Adams, but I don't know, it looked like it maybe just bounced off his toe and went out of bounds.
Yeah, his
turnover there.
He shot the layup before he had the ball.
30-27. Justin Green to bring the ball up. Him and Sanchez. And Jashawn Green in the game. Bigham looking to work down low again. Great help side defense there by the Cleveland Blazers, and then they just kind of lost him, and he was able to go on the other side. But great initial defense. You know how broken plays happen sometimes. So 30-29. Norris to pull up a 3. Great rebound there, and one. So Eddie Brown, who we said hustled on the last play to get that ball, he's able to get the rebound there, go up, get an and one, and go to the free throw line and complete for the 3, Ryan.
Yeah, I love that. He's a fighter down low. He's not the tallest guy, but he plays like the tallest guy. He'll fight you for that rebound and then go up strong with it.
Sometimes it's not about being the biggest guy. It's about strategy, positioning, and as you said, having more heart. Another offensive rebound there, and Tommy Norris tried to throw it down. And another rebound by Eddie Brown. Brown crosses his man over and dumps it off to Torrey Adams. So Eddie Brown, who seemed kind of lost when he got into the game, Ryan, he has woken up very quickly here. 34-29. Blazers playing basketball. Brown with a post, and Brown, he just lost him with a spin move. Great move. If you're a legend, you love that out of your power forward, Eric Bell. Just taking advantage of the smaller guy right there. Purnell Jr. to the hole. And he's able to go to the free throw line. So, as I said, fouls being called very quickly here. See how this plays out.
Back to that last play, Eric Bell. That was such a fast spin move. I don't know how you could react to that. I mean, he felt him on his left side there, and he just, boom, one quick step. It was like lightning.
And, I mean, when you're a smaller guy and you kind of put your forearm on a bigger guy and he spins off you, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can go back and foul him, but why give him the easy and one advantage? So, Purnell Jr. misses the free throw. It's rebounded by Bigham, strong rebound. And they'll get it down to Sanchez. Jashawn Green able to scramble the ball down. And Carlton Brundwich screaming for the ball. He shoots the 3, and that's off, rebounded by Adams. Him and Paris Purnell Jr. and the Blazers on the run again. 34-31, 3-point lead. Over to Jackson. Jackson asking for the pick. Jackson working against his man. Eddie Jackson to pull up, and great shot there by Edward Jackson. 36-31. Just dropped his man off, and Jackson clapping his hand at Sanchez, talking to him. Bigham again with another jumper, and this time he's ice cold. Rebound. Purnell Jr. had an outlook pass. He had Jackson up under the basket on the other side, but just nearly rolls out his fingertips. Jackson would like to get that one back.
And that'll turn on the 3D light because the pass was thrown in the backcourt.
3D shot here. Carlton Brundwich, once again, asking for the ball. Going to make his way to the hole. And that layup would turn into a 3-point opportunity for them, and they take advantage of the 3D mode. And Norris with a great pass, interior pass to Torrey Adams. Adams with another layup. We mentioned Torrey Adams before. He knows how to get open. It's a very important part, especially when you have guards who like to pass the ball.
Yeah, he always finds a way to get open down low.
Carlton Brundwich against Eddie Brown here. Brundwich steps back, shoots a jumper, so Carlton starting to feel it himself here. 38-36, 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Norris at the top of the key, looking to work against Bell. Drops it over to Jackson, and great pass over to Brown. And Eddie Brown once again. So number 21 was called on, and he is showing up and showing out. All over their main man, Carlton Brundwich. So now Jackson to take a part of Brundwich at the top of the key. And you know what, Ryan? If you're the Blazers, I'm not mad at that reach-in foul right there.
Yeah,
reset the ball.
Right, it would have been
him driving to the hole
exactly,
again, you know, because he's seen that's what he's destined on, driving to the hole. So roster change here for the Blazers. We'll see the starting five come back in: Shaq Lewis, Keyshawn Christian, Martell Metley, David McDay, and of course the quarterback Martell Metley. Christian working against Carlton Brundage. Great drop-off pass. And Daryl Bigham with a reverse layup. I was going to say he did too much there, but great layup there for Bigham. And they're going to throw it up. So the starters getting back in and trying to get a little too flashy from the start. 40-38. If you're Coach Bogart, you want them to get to the hole. We got 3 team fouls now. Let's go. Maurice Benson working against Shaq Lewis. Benson driving in. Kicks it back out to Carlton Brundwich. Carlton with a turnover there, nearly stolen by Martell Metley. Shot up and rebounded by McDay. McDay, and they able to get the outlook pass. And great pass by Metley there. Misses it, but the Blazers are able to make a team effort and get that offensive rebound. One offensive rebound split amongst 3 men, but they able to get the basket also, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. All that matters is the ball goes in the basket. It doesn't matter who does it.
Bigham once again with the post down low. And if you're McDay, you just got to push him out of here. You can't just let him sit down there like a lawn chair. 42-40, 7 minutes left here. And that's a turnover. And great play, great way to play the passing lane by Martell Metley. And he misses the layup in 3D mode. Just got to stand up and get back on defense. Benson pushing the clock. Benson to drop it off. And it's a reverse layup to a very quiet Deshaun Green, who picks up the first 2 points of the game. 42-42 now. The starters looking a little stagnant here, Ryan. I don't know what's going on with them. You've seen these guys before. You know what they're about. Take it to them.
I'm not sure what's going on. They seem to be doing everything right. Their shots just aren't going in. They got ball movement.
I don't see the ball move. I don't see anybody setting screens, setting picks or anything. I just see I see the passes going around, but it's more the passes are purposeless. I mean, purposeless passes.
Yeah, and on defense, they're over-committing. You got good help side, but you don't have anyone helping the help side.
Right.
You're not getting back. You know, that last possession we saw, I don't remember who was carrying the ball up, but he passed it off, and then 3 guys jumped to him.
Yeah,
and then there was just an easy thread the needle pass.
Yeah, that was Maurice Benson there that was able to just penetrate. He was standing right in front of us. He kind of took a hesitation dribble. He looked, saw nobody was there. Then he continued to drive, and like you said, 3 Blazers just collapsed on him, and he was able to dump it off to Deshaun Green for the easy layup. So, yeah, they're not getting back on defense. I mean, I understand what as you said, they're helping out, but they're leaving people wide open. Sometimes you just got to flash guys and show that you're there. Or the thing is, you got to be there before they get there. See, they're chasing them right now, so that's
outpacing them, running the floor, just keeping the pace up. That's what's killing them right now is pace.
6 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second quarter. We have a tie ball game. Playoff ABA basketball tie ball game, 42-42 here at Hawken Arena. Your Cleveland Blazers are taking on the Lansing Legends. Legends able to get back into this game. Of course, we've seen Carlton Brundwich come on strong here in the last 3 to 4 minutes. So,
Yonte Jackson is having a quiet game. Only 5 points on the night. Only a couple shots, too. I think he's only taken 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah, not getting a lot of tick either. He'll actually inbound the ball here as we get back to the game. Press coming. Christian almost got that one. Chasing Benson from the back once again. So now Shaq Lewis standing up in front of his man, Maurice Benson. Benson to pull the three, and Benson too wide open, makes the three. And the Legends will take the lead. Shaq Lewis against Jackson. Lewis with a crossover. McDay down low. McDay with a turnaround off the back foot. Like him to get a little closer on that. Closer on that shot.
Yeah, go up against him. I mean, or go up into him. I'm sorry. He faded away. Should have just gone up into him, hopefully drawn a foul. You're not going to draw a charging foul if you just go up and into him.
Great call there by the refs. I thought it was going to be a reaching foul on Christian, but they called Carlton Brundwich with the elbow. He does like to lean a lot with that elbow, especially when you threaten his dribble. Blazers showing motion. Martell Medley working against Benson. Lewis on the right arc against Yante Jackson. Jab step. Shaq thought about it. Now he'll cross over. Pick from McDay. Janelle Free wide open. Janelle will step back and shoot a jumper. Almost rebounded there by McDay. Brought down by Daryl Bigham. Now Maurice Benson to work against Martell Medley. Right wing. Great defense there out of Medley. Benson spinning. Great defense there out of Medley, and he'll cause a jump ball.
Oh, he called a hold.
Wow. Nice. His hand was, the ref just got it wrong on that. When his hand was all on the ball, he had his move pinned from the beginning, so bad call there on the ref. Good thing it was on the floor. They'll take the ball out up under the basket. So Daryl Bigham and Martell Medley having a few words. Ball inbounded.
Ooh, I don't know. He's pretty straight up.
Pretty straight up, and I thought Bigham traveled there from the beginning. So, but other than that, he was strong, aggressive aggressive move to the hole. McDay not really sliding his feet, so he's called for the foul. But as you said,
I mean, he was pretty straight up. He just kind of turned his hand there.
I expect he'll miss one though. 46-42.
He's got to make some.
Well, he made one there. He just made one, so he missed this one. Okay. 47-42. 5.5 left on the tick. Martell Medley and the starters yet to score it since they've been in the game. Medley kind of shut there down by Benson. Medley will shoot a three. And that one's off. And great heads up play there by Keyshawn Christian to kind of reach his arm in and just throw it off of the Legend player so the Blazers can retain possession.
We see that a lot with these Blazers. Sometimes they'll go away, but then other times they make those great hustle plays to keep the ball alive. And, I mean, that's what you need out of your team.
Martell to swing. Martell in the lane. Martell driving, and great play call there. And if you're the Blazers, your Coach Bocard, that's what you want to see. You want to see them jumping off screens, able to get to the hole. I mean, it's 5 team fouls now, but it was 3 in the first 2 minutes of the game. So see if he can take advantage here. Misses the first free throw. You got to have those.
We always mention free throws always come down. If you make your free throws, these close games will be not as close.
And he misses both of them. Outly there for Martell Medley. Jackson coming on the other end. Yante Jackson can turn it up in a heartbeat. Throws it down to Daryl Bigham, and they're going to continue to go down low to their big man. And Daryl Bigham with another bucket for the Legends, 49-42. Double screen here for Shaq Lewis. Janelle Free at the top of the key. Free for 3, and that one's off. Jackson and Legends back again. Carlton Brundwich against Keyshawn Christian. Brundwich looking to take advantage of the size and go to the baseline and reach in foul. He'll be able to go to the free throw line. So the Blazers, a little frustration here. Maybe got to infiltrate somebody else off the bench in with those starters and get some kind of scoring going on. A Tommy Norris or somebody, because right now they haven't been able to score. They're having a hard time getting shots up. Other than that last possession there, I mean, where Martell Medley went to the free throw line and missed both. They haven't been able to get any good shots.
And we need to get offensive rebounds, too. Daryl Bigham, he has nine rebounds in this quarter, so we need to find a body on him, box him out.
42-51. Christian tried to dump it off to McDay, and there's another turnover. And once again, the Blazers not back on defense, and Carlton Brundage just runs it coast to coast down their throats and gets an easy layup. This not looking good right now if you're the Cleveland Blazers. Shaq Lewis stripped in the backcourt, and now Baylor shoot a three, and that one's good. And Torrey Adams just stands up off the bench and calls timeout because all of a sudden this turnaround has turned into a 14-point lead for the Lansing Legends with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the second quarter.
I'm not even sure what happened. That turned around real quick on the Blazers.
Well, I mean, once again, as you said, as I said, they're having a hard time scoring on offense. They're just not getting back on defense. They're getting beat down the court. I mean, they're hanging their heads, shoulders are sagging, which you can't do here because this is win or go home.
Right, exactly. This is the playoffs, man.
I don't know if you're tired or whatever you're doing, but you got to get out of it. You only got, 28 minutes of game left here.
Yeah, you got to – I mean, it's the playoffs. Like you said, you got to bring your energy up. It's do or die here. I can't do the word right now.
I mean, it just seems as if, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if Coach Bogart is trying to get them to run a specific play, and it's maybe something they haven't been used to. They've been kind of freelancing because right now the starters themselves, I mean, minus Shaq Lewis who's starting this week, and I see, as I said, Tommy Norris is in the game now, so we'll see how that helps them. But the starters are just having they're having a hard time. They're not even getting free shots up. I mean, we've seen no alley-oops, no layups out of Keyshawn Christian. So Tommy Norris into the game, try to get a Blazers a boost of energy here. Norris down low, great move, dump out pass to Christian, and Christian able to get up. So very quickly, you see Tommy Norris into the game, able to get action going on for the Blazers. 12-point lead here. See if they can step up on defense. Jackson with the long floater. That's rebounded. And now Janelle Free and the Blazers on the run again. Free with the left-hand layup. And that one's missed. Rebounded by Christian. He's everywhere down there. Up again and ripped from behind by Yante Jackson. Jackson down to Benson, and Benson with the free layup. 58-44, 14-point lead. 3:20 left here in the second quarter. Janelle Free down court. Martell Manley from his favorite side, the right arc. Jab step into the hole. Kick out to Free. Janelle Free for three. And it bounces, and this one, and the ref said this one bounced. I didn't see it hit it. It didn't look like it changed direction, but he said it's out of bounds, so they're not going to take those calls back. So you just got to get back on defense. Brundage D'd up, and there was great defense there, but however, there's three guys swinging at the ball. Somebody had to hit him. We heard the smack. So,
right.
I mean, that's just an aggressive move. Great, smart, intelligent move out of Carlton Brundage. Once again, the Blazers backpedaling.
And you know how you defeat those reach-in calls is you step up and you take a charge, put your body on the line.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to step up when you're always stepping back. They're backpedaling every time the Legends come down on offense. It's like, I don't know if they got stones in their feet or whatever, but they can't stay in front of them.
Well, that's where your help side comes in. That you see them coming over and reaching in, but maybe just take a quicker step over.
(59-44) here. 2:50 left here in the second quarter. That shot is up and missed. Brundage against Tommy Norris. Great defense there out of Tommy Norris. Raja Bell tried to make his way to the hole. I'm not sure what was called there. Maybe a travel. I know he traveled initially. If you're the Blazers, you can't let this game get out of control. You're only down 15 points. You can cut this to single digits before halftime. Just got to get some good offense going. Norris to Medley at the top of the key. Great pick by David McDay. Medley to stop, but so great pick by McDay, and Medley to shoot off of it. Great shot, good bucket. So James Goodman racing down court, and he's chasing behind him. And be a timeout call by Coach Mike Dobson and the Lansing Legends, and things are getting chaotic.
Well, emotions running high when it's do or die.
Which should be expected.
Right, exactly.
As your coach, I'm not going to just let you go out there unperform or not perform. And as a player, you should expect better out of yourself.
Right. You got to play your heart out. I mean, each of these guys I know loves the game. They're very passionate about it, and they don't want to go home tonight. Some of the guys just aren't really playing like that.
You take that attitude off the bench, you put it on the floor in between the lines. That's where you take it and you put it out on defense. That's where you take that aggressiveness and all that energy, because otherwise it'll just drain you. 59-46, 2:10 left in this first half. Brundage working against Tommy Norris. Carlton Brundage pushed off and got away with it again. Shaq Lewis trap, gets to the Medley. Medley and the Blazers got numbers. Medley strip, Janelle Free to the hole. Free to dump off the Medley, up and under, and Martell Medley with a very smart move. Great pass there, dying by Janelle Free. Once again, 59-48. Sanchez with a crossover. Kicks it up to Goodman. And that was a two-pointer there.
That was two?
61-48. Shaq Lewis with the pull-up. That one's short, and that was just a unwary shot there by Shaq Lewis. No motion, kind of just shot off his wrist. Sanchez almost threw it away. And now Bell will go to the hole.
There you go.
I'm not sure if that was Janelle Free who was able to stand there and take the charge, but as you said, Ryan, there you go.
Yeah, these guys are putting their heads down and just bulldozing their way to the lane.
Medley to pull up a three. That one's short. Great hustle there by Janelle Free. Almost had the rebound, but it's picked up by Sanchez. And the Legends, Maurice Benson, to work against Tommy Norris on the baseline. Benson, and they'll be called a blocking foul.
Goodman here was right in front of us. He had a free lane.
I mean, Martell Medley and the Blazers are shooting jumpers, and the Legends have 17 fouls. So you got to pay attention to those type of things. You got to get the ball to the rack. I mean, it's a free throw every time. They're going to foul you. Ball inbounded. Benson against Shaq Lewis here on the arc. Now Daryl Bigham, the big man, to step out and give him some assistance. Benson working in the middle. Turnaround jumper in the middle. And Free down there by himself working, and no help on the big guys. 63-48. 15-point lead here for the Legends. Tommy Norris looking to move the ball around. David McDay with a pick. Norris goes inside the other way. And this one's air ball. Free with the offensive rebound. And Free is up and he's fouled, and you needed that. If you're the Blazers, you wanted that because you already know Janelle Free was frustrated about the last defensive possession, but he was able to get that offensive rebound once again, not giving up the fight. You're only down 13. You're not nowhere near out of this game. There's too much clock left.
Right, and you got to get as many points as you can. You stop the clock here. Maybe you can get a quick turnover and get another the 3D rule coming into effect and make it a little closer game.
(63-51). 8 seconds left. And call a foul on Tommy Norris there.
Yeah, I guess he was getting a little too far into him.
Inbounded. Benson all the way down. I'm not sure if that was blocked off Benson's leg. You got 3.7 seconds left here. Legends going to inbound from the baseline. Benson looking to throw it to the big man. Daryl Bigham against Tommy Norris. Bigham with a turnaround jumper, and that one's off, and that will be the end of the first half. So ABA playoff basketball here. Your Cleveland Blazers down by 12 points, 63-51. The Lansing Legends, them behind Daryl Bigham, their big man, Carlton Brundwich coming on there in the second corner. They've been able to push and boost to a 12-point lead here. Blazers just not into it right now all the way. I'm sure Coach Bogart will have something to say with them at halftime. What do they have to do to get back into this game? And
well, they feel like they're getting bad calls called against them, but you can't let the refs affect your play. You have to go out there and continue to do what you do. I mean, these guys are great shooters, but they're letting the refs get into their head and play with their emotions.
Right.
They don't have that confidence because they feel like they're going to get called on a foul or something if they go do something.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting calls fouled on you, I mean, the number one thing to do is you got to go get them on the other end. So you got to get aggressive. You got to get to the basket, but you've got to get some free lanes. You got to get some good passes down there. Them driving to the basket with 4 Legend players just standing there, that's not going to work because you're just running into a mob. But as you said, they can't blame it on the refs. I mean, Martell Medley's missed 4 free throws already, so you're only down by 12 points. So I'm pretty sure somebody else misses free throw too. So
yeah, we have Eddie Brown, Parrish Purnell, and Martell Medley. They've combined. That's 5 points off the board right there on free throws.
Right. So if you're the Blazers, that Blazer fan, that's something they got to turn around, but you got to get aggressive. I mean, they started off that second quarter aggressive, 3 team fouls, as I mentioned, in the first 2 minutes, and then they stopped. That's when they got frustrated. I mean, things change, and if you're Coach Bogart, you're in a hell of a predicament right now because your starters are just not getting it done. You can rely on your bench to kind of keep you in the game, but now you got to come out and you're down by 12. What do you do?
Ball movement. You got to get your flow going on offense. Set off-ball screens, cut to the hole, box out. Daryl Bigham for the Legends, he's been a monster on the boards tonight. You have to get a body on him and get him away from the ball and be aggressive, go up for the layup, or go up to secure the rebound. We saw John L. Free over here. He had the ball drop right in front of him. He could have just reached out and picked it up, but instead he let the ball get down to kind of prove a point that he was boxing out.
Right.
He let the ball get too low, and I think it was Bigham that just kind of slapped it
Yeah,
out
he poked
underneath
it.
him.
He poked it from, you heard it like, yeah. So it's like, you're boxing him out, but you got to go grab. You got to go to the ball. Like,
right.
Once you box him out, you're in front of him. Grab the ball.
And then in transition, we've seen it time and time again. You have to pick up your man and pick up the ball even. Too many times the Blazers are just kind of turning around, looking, while Lansing Legends kind of cuts behind them towards the basket, unnoticed and unpicked up for easy points. I don't know how many points of transition they have, but it's too many.
Right. So as you said, that's one of the other major things right there. The transition defense, the Blazers are not getting back at all. They've been backpedaling the whole game so far. They just got to get back on defense and slide their feet. Most of the time, the Legends are making their offense easy. They're trying to post up their big man. So if you kind of stop him, give him the help side defense, give him one shot, then you're shutting them out. But you're making it easy because you're getting out of the passing lanes. They're wide open. Then you're collapsing on driving players, and they're just getting easy backdoor passes. So at the DJ request, and the Fire Squad Entertainment, we have a half-court shot contest going on for $50. No one's made it yet, so we'll stay tuned for that. We'll get back to second half ABA playoff basketball here in just a minute. Once again, we're at Hawken Arena, where your Cleveland Blazers are taking on the Lansing Legends. They're down by 12, see if they can get back into this game here in just a few. Bullying occurs in our schools, communities, and to help push back these numbers by standing up and supporting bully awareness, go to yesbullyfree.org. The ABA and Cleveland Blazers.
My name is Willie Williams. I'm a guard for the Cleveland Blazers of the ABA. I am bully free.
You too can make the pledge. Go to yesbullyfree.org and take the pledge. Welcome back to second half action here. We're at Hawken Arena for the second half of the ABA playoff basketball, first round basketball. Cleveland Blazers taking on the visiting Lansing Legends. It's been a kind of heavyweight battle here, Ryan, this afternoon. And you saw the Legends come out swinging hard aggressively. The Blazers, they ducked, shaved a little bit, and they came back, a couple counter punches of their own. Then they took a lead. Now the Legends, as that second quarter in, are able to take the biggest lead of the game of 12. And, you know, I think the major thing here for Cleveland going on is composure. I think that's the word for them. It's just composure. And, you know, you got to be patient in every play, every offensive possession, every defensive possession. It may not go your way, but you just got to be patient and you just got to keep sticking with it. So we'll see what they can do here as they try not to lose and go home in this win or go home playoff round. So Carlton Brundwich for the Legends with the jumper, and that's rebounded by Shaq Lewis. Lewis with the ball, looking to pass it around. Janelle Free on the right arc. Free dribbling with his head down. Looking for motion here. If you're the Blazers, you got to swing the ball around. You need to bring your big man up top for that pick. So McDay calling for that backdoor pass to Tommy Norris, and great movement there for the Blazers. So that's what you want to see coming out starting at the beginning of the second half. And importantly on defense, you want to see them sliding their feet, staying in front of the Lansing Legends. The Legends will make it easy for you if you just stand in front of them. Now Martell with Legends backpedaling and very quickly. That's another thing. They weren't making the defense of the Legends work very hard in that first half.
Right. As you mentioned, they were in the bonus most of the second quarter, and they were just kind of settling for jumpers. Right here, you see Martell Medley being aggressive and shoving it down their throat to start.
Well, it's going to come to a time in this second half with Martell Medley, if he's going to be aggressive and go to the lane, he's going to have to hit free throws. Because otherwise, he's going to be the man that you're going to hack and shack down into this. So Medley misses both free throws again there. Lead remains 10 for the Legends. Benson to the line. And once again, no one getting back for the Blazers. Bail up, and that one's blocked by Norris. And an attempt here, and that's just out of bounds on the big man, David Bigham. But once again, if you're the Blazers, you have to get back on defense. You have to slide your feet. You can't backpedal all game. Norris to put up an oddball three. McDay with a great box out. Medley again popped out to him, and the broken play results in a three-point opportunity for the Blazers.
Excellent job by McDay. He didn't get the rebound, but he kept the ball alive. Somehow found its way out to Martell Medley, and an excellent shot.
So Adams in for McDay very quickly here, 63-56. Here the coaching staff of the Blazers telling them to move their feet, put their hands up. So shot there by Daryl Bigham. That one's off. And as I said, Ryan, if you're the Cleveland Blazers, all you have to do is backpedal and move your feet, and they will make it easy for you. And once again, you see the very wise and coming on strong Torrey Adams, able to slide back and find a pocket. Great foul there by Torrey Adams. That's a good foul, though. If you're Adams, that's a good foul. You stop them from doing what they've been doing all game, and that's making you backpedal and making you react.
Yeah, that would have been an easy 2-on-1.
Yeah. See, if you're the Blazers, you want to be playing sound defense here. You don't want to have to react to their offense. You need to know what they're doing ahead of time. So Paris Purnell Jr. against Sanchez. Sanchez with a step back. That was off. And so Janelle Free again with another box out. But Free's got to understand that along with the box out, you got to go get that rebound, because Carlton Brundwich almost got around him again and got the rebound. But great box out, and the lead is only 5. We'll go down low to Tommy Norris. Norris gets Sanchez, dump off to Adams. And Torrey Adams able to keep the Blazers in the game. He's been balling, Ryan. He's been balling the past 2 weeks.
And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point game.
Very quickly. You see what happens when you just stand there, you slide your feet and put your hands up. They're going to make it very easy for you. They're just shooting jumpers. Rebounded there. And now Brundwich, I'm pretty sure, going to try to go to the hole. Kicks it out to Bell for another 3-point opportunity. That one's off. Rebounded by Sanchez. Now Carlton trying to draw a foul. Bounce around, very sloppy play. And this ball is going to be out of bounds. And if you're the Cleveland Blazers, you've got to like that effort. You've got to turn up the energy. And you got to run this down the court without looking up. Martell Melly to pull a three. And Martell Melly to tie it up. And Ryan, once again, it is Cleveland Blazer basketball here, Hawken Arena.
You can hear the energy from the Blazers. Man, what a turnaround. The effort, the shooting, precision shots by Martell Medley. He came out, missed 2 free throws, but then he hit 2 dagger threes for a swing of 6 points. That's half of that deficit right there.
I mean, I said the biggest thing for them would be composure. And they've been able to keep composure, but they've been able to keep the pace, and they've been able to take all that frustration and whatever they had going on in the first half and take that energy and put it in between the scrimmage lines here in the second half, and they've just been able to turn up.
And that's great coaching, to take a team that was kind of down going into the half and then completely just change the tone of the game right off the bat coming into the second half. I don't even think the Legends have scored this half yet.
No, they haven't.
I mean, it's only been 3 minutes, but
but still, like you said, they haven't even scored.
They were banging in the first half. So.
And if you're Coach Mike Dobson right now, you got to figure out what's going on with your team. But as I said, if you're the Blazers, you've seen them before. You got to do your scouting report. Pretty much other than Carlton Brundwich and Yante Jackson, if you kind of stand in front of them and slide your feet, no one else can pretty much create a shot for themselves or create problems for you.
The only way Bigham's going to hurt you is if he gets rebounds down low. I mean,
if he's going to stand out there and shoot jumpers, he's going to be able to get them. But see, that right there, you can't allow. You cannot allow that, especially off a timeout. So 65-63 there. Another turnover. Bigham off and running. He misses the free throw. Good defense there by Paris Purnell Jr. Try to get an outlet pass, and this would be a foul call. This should be on the ground. Should be taking that out of bounds. But as I said, if you're the Blazers, you have to get back on defense. You've got to know what's going on. You can't be lost in the sauce. Bigham working against Adams. Great help by the Paris Purnell Jr., and Bigham just able to strong muscle that one in. But you'll take that shot. You'll take that. Purnell Jr. round to Tommy Norris, and great cut by Tommy Norris. Able to get the seam, and Paris Purnell able to thread the needle. Looking to trap Sanchez. Sanchez with a scary kick out and no box out, and Rajah Bell able to just get in there and get the rebound. Bell again banging, and now Paris Purnell Jr. with the ball. Outlet to Martell Medley. Medley with that sweet song. Medley with this quick pull-up. Martell Medley misses, and the bench almost went crazy here in Hawken Arena. 68-65 with 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Sanchez once again finding a wide open Eric Bell back door. The Blazers not getting back on defense. You almost wonder if they're in the zone. Medley to pull again, and Martell Medley singing a sweet song here in the third quarter, Ryan. He's not going away that easy.
What I don't like, though, is all the Blazers are just watching Martell do his thing.
Yeah. But it starts right here on defense. Go, you got to go. Janelle Free now against Sanchez. Free fouled, and he go down hard, but he's okay. He'll get up, and he'll be able to go to the free throw line.
Well, at least that time we got out. We're kind of setting the pace now, and the Legends are having to react.
70-68 here. Janelle Free able to go to the free throw line for a couple of shots here. But as you said it, Ryan, we're making them react. But we've got to get back on defense. I mean, leaving them wide, giving them backdoor cuts, that's just keeping them in the game.
Right. You got to find your man and get yourself between him and the ball. It's that simple.
As you said, before that timeout, they had 63 points. They hadn't scored in the second half. Not in that short amount of time, they scored 7 points, and all those were off easy layups. Free able to split the pair, so it'll be a 1-point lead now for the Legends. Looking to trap Sanchez in the backcourt. Sanchez pushing off with his head. Ref's not going to call that. He's not a great ball handler, so he likes to push off. Benson out. And great block out of Torrey Adams. And the referee called foul on Adams. Or maybe he called this foul before the shot. So if you're the Blazers, you'll take that. Now the inbound, Carlton Brunwich at the top of the key, working against Paris Purnell Jr. You got to slide your feet. Don't reach. You got to slide your feet. And he reached, and he taught him. That's what happens when you reach and you don't slide your feet. 72-69. Medley now with a head full of steam. And
excellent job. Like you mentioned, they got to be aggressive, take the ball to the hole. Montreal Medley doing a great job doing that.
Yeah, and as you said, the rest of the Blazers need to step up and join his, get on his path to success. Norris inbound. Medley not going to hesitate here. Medley going right at Benson, reach in, and he began to gather, but I'm going to assume the ref is going to call this on the floor.
Yeah, he took a couple extra steps for the layup to get there, so I think that's a good call to be on the floor.
So it'll be a sub, and Eric Bell will come out. The big man, Daryl Bigham will return for the Legends. Norris with the inbound pass to Medley. Medley fouled. There's nothing called. Norris with a nice shake move, and Tommy Norris gave his man a head shake. I thought he had got to the lane, misses a layup, and Blazers got to get back on defense. Brunwich down low in the post. That one shot up, but he's not boxed out. Working again. This one's off. Brunwich again down low, and they're just out muscling the Blazers now. Medley over to Paris Purnell Jr. down to Adams. Adams has John L. Freed easy in the hole. That's great offense there, 74-71. Good offense there out of the Blazers. But if you're going to win this game, it's going to get done on this end here. Brunwich with a three. That one's off. Purnell Jr. down to Medley. Medley on the left arc. Medley a pull up. That one's in and out. Got to get back on defense. You got to pressure the ball. Now Bigham working against Tommy Norris. Norris been able to hold his own as lately. Bigham to pull up. That one's short. Rebound Janelle Free. Free and the Blazers have numbers. And Free to go take it all the way himself. And Janelle Free with an opportunity to add three.
The game. He's following Martell Medley's lead, knowing that the Blazers or the Legends are back on their heels. He's taking it right to him.
Well, maybe that's what Medley's game plan is. Hey, we're going to wake up, and I'm going to make sure we're getting woke. I'm going to show you guys what it's going to take for us to get this ball game.
Lead by example.
Lead by example. 74-73. It's a 1-point lead. Janelle Free to the free throw line. Try to complete the three-point possession, and he does. So tie ball game here. You wonder if the Blazers will ever go to a full-court press, but they've been having a problem getting back on defense, so I wouldn't advise that at this moment. Free working against Sanchez. Sanchez putting his head down, dips it out to Goodman. Shot is up. And that's a good shot there by James Goodman. He's been quiet all game, able to bury that. Now Christian at the top of the key, over to Free. Free with a step-back jumper, and Christian almost rebounded. Once again, Blazers not back, and once again, the Lansing Legends will score. The Blazers are having the hardest time getting back on defense.
Not some good communication on defense. Like you mentioned, they're getting lost in the screens.
Christian to work it down. Oh, he had a wide open lane, but he had to dump it off to Adams. Torrey Adams just turn around and shoot. That one's off. Sub in for the Blazers be number 13, David McDay, coming in for 20, Torrey Adams. So for the Blazers on the floor, you got number 4, Paris Purnell Jr., number 7, Eddie Jackson, number 5, Keyshawn Christian, Janelle Free at number 8, and as I mentioned, McDay. For the Legends, it's Sanchez at number 9, Carlton Brunwich at number 2, number 11, Jashawn Green with a turnover there. Goodman, who just hit the jumper, and
Green just didn't look like he was expecting
number
the ball.
13, Maurice Benson for the Lansing Legends. Couple turnovers there, 5-point lead for the Legends. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter, 79-74. Paris Purnell Jr. at the top of the key. Paris Purnell Jr. with a shot, and the lobbing three goes in. Lead is 2, but the Blazers got to get back on defense. The problem is that they've been backpedaling all game. So now Purnell Jr. against Benson. Goodman with the pick. Let him shoot. Wide open shot. That's off. Outlet pass is going to be Jackson. Eddie Jackson with the pull-up. That one's off. And Jackson tries to track down his own rebound, but referee say it'll be Legends ball.
And as you've been mentioning, the Legends are at 6 fouls. One more will put you in the bonus. Jackson there should have just taken it at him instead of pulling up for a long 2. That's
just game planning right there. That's being in the game. Like, that all fits into the composure, knowing what's going on. You can't just go out there laxy-daisy, call a timeout, or you got to know what's going on. You got to know what's on. Because, I mean, 16 fouls, and I'm pretty sure they probably had that since about 5 minutes, since the last time a foul was called. So,
yeah, communication hasn't been too great on defense either. We saw the last possession, we had Maurice Benson. He was over at the wing, had 2 guys on him, McDay and I think it was Christian, both trying to cover him and the other man on a screen, and both kind of went and covered the roll instead of taking the 3. Lucky that he missed that shot.
Parrish Purnell Jr. getting his thumb wrapped up on the sideline. If you're Coach Cornelius Bogart, as you mentioned, Ryan, you got to tell your team right now, hey, we got 16. They got 16 fouls. Get to the free throw line. Get to the free throw line, which means get to the rack. Get the ball to the rack. If you're just joining us for this presentation, this is the ABA playoff matchup between your Cleveland Blazers and the visiting Lansing Legends. Broadcast is brought to you live by the ABA, American Basketball Association, Third Federal Savings and Loan, DJ Request, and the Fire Squad Entertainment, as well as I-95 Sports Network, and, of course, the nonprofit organization Squad Goals. It's a bully-free presentation, and we invite you to take the pledge, stand up for bully awareness, take the pledge, visit yesbullyfree.org. Back to Blazer basketball here, and two quick fouls picked up right there. But once again, if you're Eddie Jackson, you got to stay in the game. You can't turn around and lose your man. 79-77, Sanchez shoots a deep 3 and just faces Jackson off. I believe that's the first shot for Sanchez. However, Jackson, you got to put a hand in his face. 82-77, Purnell Jr. going to the hole. Purnell Jr. foul, and he'll be able to go to the free throw line.
And there's your bonus foul right there. You got 7 fouls. Every foul now, you'll be shooting free throws.
So the Cleveland Blazers, with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the third quarter, they are in the penalty. So as you said, Ryan, essentially if they go to the rack every time, they'll get the foul. Get to the rack, be aggressive, get the foul call.
Boy, Parrish Purnell, he has that rainbow arc to his shot, doesn't he? That thing almost hit the rafters.
It's pretty, though. When it drops in, it's pretty.
Like I said, that sound that the net makes.
He probably had some type of coach or something teach him how to shoot, because they try to get me to shoot like they tell you to shoot over your head so that way they can't block you, you know. But it's just hard. You're used to seeing the ball. So now the Blazers with great defense here. Martell Mellon with the poke. See what he does here with numbers. And him and Jackson able to complete the turnover. So good defense there to collapse on Carlton Brundwich at the top of the key. And now Goodman against McDay. And if you're the Blazers, you'll take that matchup all day. Now Deshaun Green, these players have not touched the ball all game. Sloppy with the ball, and he traveled. So great pressure. And the Blazers trying to turn up here before we get to the fourth quarter. 2:46 left. Medley will probably pull this up. Martell Medley with a pick from McDay. Swinging it over to Purnell Jr. Purnell with a deep shot. That was off. And Christian wide open for the 3. That one's off. And this one's going to be out of bounds off the Legends. Sanchez just not able to handle the ball there. 82-81, Ryan. 2:40 left. And once again, if you're the Blazers, you have to realize they are in a penalty. You have to get the ball to the rack and make it an easy 2 for yourselves. Jackson had a nice cut down low. They just didn't see him. Martell Melley to pull from the top of the key. Martell to follow his own shot, which he wisely did. But he lost Carlton Brundwich on the other end, and now Carlton will be able to Well, good. I guess it's a good foul because it didn't allow him to get the shot. Actually, didn't even allow him gather the shot. So
right, yeah, it's a good foul. I love that by Eddie Jackson. Smart play.
Inbound pass here to Goodman. Carlton Brundwich definitely looking to score here.
Hands up.
Brundwich with a spin move. That one's well defended. Melly to Jackson. Pass was late. Great defense there. Got to pick the ball up, stick with it. Purnell Jr. over to Melly in the corner. And Martell Melly with a harmonizing three from the baseline. 84-82 for the Blazers' first lead of the half. They got to get it down on the defensive side. Great defense there by Christian. But Carlton Brundwich able to get the ball back. And if you're Paris Purnell, you got to wake up. They're pressing the ball. Martell here, foul by Brundwich. That'll be blocking foul. Tie ball game here. Ryan, what do you think? 147 left.
Well, I think that the Legends have a little bit of stagnicity to their offense. No one's moving around except for Carlton Brundwich, who's trying to do everything himself, getting his own rebounds. Everyone else is just staring and watching him do his thing.
Yeah, and if you're the Blazers, Coach Mike Dobson, as I said, it's just odd to me that we have not seen much play. And as I was about to mention, he comes to the sideline for a substitution. But Yante Jackson has not been able to get into the ball game this evening. I see him over there talking to Coach Dobson right now, and he's not been able to get into the game, not even a minute. Which, if you're the Blazers, you love that, because right now they only have one man going for them. So you stop him and you put the pressure on everybody else. You know, if I'm the Blazers, I'll half court trap. I'm going to trap. I'm double teaming him every time he gets the ball, and they're going to make the offense run through somebody else. Now Benson with a couple of spin moves to the lane, and he gets free. Jackson with an outlet, and Jackson free but misses the free. And great pass there by Keyshawn Christian. Great effort, offensive rebound, then a round-the-back pass back to Eddie Jackson to get the layup. 1-point lead, 87-86. Deshaun Green at the top of the key. Now Brundwich with the ball. Kick it over to Goodman. Goodman with the corner three. That's off. Rebound by Christian. If you're the Blazers, you want to get down the court and in a hurry. Christian escapes the crowd. Purnell Jr. with the lobbing three. Parrish Purnell Jr. And the Blazers and their crowd are on their feet right now as the last minute is ticking down of the third quarter. Sanchez with a deep three. And that's the second time Sanchez has hit from that spot.
That's the exact same spot. That's a deep three, too.
Yeah. So Cameron Sanchez, number 9. Just when you think the Blazers are going to take off, he hits another three. Quiet the crowd, but the energy is there. The gameplay is there. The defense is there. The hands are there. The awareness is there. So we're in for a fourth quarter, Ryan. That free throw there is good by Tommy Norris. Yeah. I'm not sure if they gave him the points yet for that free throw. I thought it was be 91. It is 91. So it's 91-89 with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Great defense by Jackson, not allowing the other Jackson to get to the hole there. So you know Yante Jackson is in the game now. He's going to try to make a.
And it was a good job by Keyshawn Christian to make sure that ball didn't go in. Elevating. We always see how he just kind of floats in the air.
So a little tongue wrestling out there, but amongst the players, the refs just pretty much tell him to chill it out. So 91-89 here. Yante Jackson, who has been very quiet, seeing as how he was one of the leading scorers last game. Minutes have been quiet, but he's in the game now. See if Coach Mike Dobson is trying to infiltrate him in to help Carlton Brundwich with some of their scoring responsibilities, because right now he's the only one getting it done. 90-91 with 30 seconds left here. Parrish Purnell Jr., Janelle free to kick it back out to Parrish. Purnell Jr. with a strange miss there. Rebounded by Benson, and Benson, I thought, double dribbled. And there's a turnover there by Sanchez. Purnell Jr.'s got to pick his head up, get the ball down court. And now Norris going to the line. And Tommy Norris with a great move there. Puts his body in between him and the defender, gets the ball up, gets fouled, and he'll be able to go right back to the free throw line. As you mentioned, that's 18 fouls now for the Legends.
And it looks like the Legends aren't able to keep up with the pace and the pressure that the Blazers are putting on them.
Well, the energy is starting to turn up for the Blazers, and we've ticked down this third quarter clock. 3, 2, 1. And that shot would be no good regardless. So the Cleveland Blazers waking up. Coach Cornelius Bogart giving them a story during halftime, but they're able to wake up and come out that third quarter, and they haven't stopped yet. They lifted their heads up, shoulders are up, the energy is up.
Now we got to watch this fourth quarter because usually the Blazers kind of let up in the fourth quarter. They get a little complacent. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. It seems like they're pretty pumped up and energized to play, but you can't let up.
Yeah, you cannot let up as we begin the fourth quarter here. As you said, they tend to get a little lazy, and especially against this team. I mean, right now is a time because it seems, as you said, as if the Legends are they're getting gassed. And, you know, a lot of that, especially Carlton Brundwich, who's trying to do it on his own. So you saw it in the last 2 minutes. There were a lot of turnovers, a lot of scrappy play, ball kind of bouncing and scrambling, rolling around, things of that nature. So if you're the Blazers, you want to put the pressure on them. You want to not make it easy. Not one inbound pass. Coming out of timeout, coming out of this fourth quarter right now, you don't want to make it easy. You want to bump them on every play. As you mentioned, one of the keys to the game at the beginning. Put a hand in their face. Put a body on them. Know where your man is. But the major thing here is responsibility. They can't allow to leave Legend players standing open, getting free lanes in the backcourt. I mean, those are some of the things that have kept them in the game. So if they're going to close this one out, it's got to be on a defensive end. It's got to be on a defensive end.
And if you're the Legends, you need Daryl Bigham to get back in this game. He has been your offense and your second chance opportunity guy tonight. He didn't play. I think he only played about half of that quarter there. I got to get him back in the game because he really helps. And here he comes onto the floor. He really helps your offense.
Yeah, because with Bigham in the game, even if you get fouled, you're stopping the clock. So that's something the Legends are going to want to do. But we'll pay attention here and see if, as I said, the Blazers are going to kind of put the pressure on them because they look gassed. Christian with a deep three. Oh, great hustle there by Purnell Jr. Kind of poking out of Bigham's hands, but he's able to maintain control. If you're Bigham, he's bringing the ball up very oddly there. Maurice Benson now working against Medley. Going to dump it over to Bigham. And as you mentioned, Ryan, they've infiltrated Daryl Bigham, their big man, back into the game because between him and Carlton Brundwich, they are holding down the scoring responsibilities. Christian looking to work against Benson. Christian and Tommy Norris at the top of the key. Norris blowing right past Bigham and getting to the lane. Great move there by Tommy Norris. Gets straight down the lane, take it up in their big man's face. 96-92. 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And another turnover. Martell Medley going to throw it up to Christian. And you know their chemistry. Rebounded there by Jackson. If you're the Blazers, you got to get back on defense. And they did there. And a rebound, defensive rebound there by Norris. Medley now over to Free. Free tried to throw it off of Yante Jackson, but he keeps the ball. Bigham now with the ball. He's going to throw it up, and Daryl Bigham with a bucket. 96-94. If you're the Blazers, you can't go to sleep now. You got to keep things moving. Norris working against Bigham again. Norris to kick it out. This is a turnover. And a foul is called on number.
And while Norris was working in there, 4 Blazers standing around watching him work. Nobody's moving, cutting, or helping him out at all.
You don't want to see that because if he's cutting, especially if he's driving to the basket, you want to kind of follow him and if anything, get an offensive rebound. If you're flying to the hole already, you got your momentum, you can just jump up and grab the ball, maybe get a tip in.
Right.
You want to make it easy on your offensive possessions. You want to work hard on defense, which you want to make. The harder you work on defense, the easier to make it on offense.
Right, because we saw in that third quarter, we worked hard on defense, got turnovers, and the Legends just kind of got lost in their transition.
Right.
We had easy buckets going the other way. So not seeing a whole lot of that so far in the fourth. And, of course, Daryl Bigham comes in and gets 4 quick points and really closes the gap a little bit.
Well, yeah, anytime you bring the big man in the game, he's going to bring that calmness about him. He's going to slow the pace of the game. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because if you're the Blazers, you can't play copycat here. They brought their big man in. You don't stand there and try to run half-court sets. You run the heck out of them. You make that big man get up and down the court. So now Sanchez will work at the top of the key. Sanchez from his favorite spot. And that one's off, rebounded by Benson. Benson working against Christian. Great defense there by Keyshawn Christian, but Benson able to just shoot it right over the fingertips. 97-96, that was a three-pointer there by number 13, Maurice Benson for the Legends. Parrish Purnell Jr. working against Bigham. Now to Christian. Christian with a wide-open shot. And just a simple extra pass there got him the wide-open shot. A little simple movement there, interior movement.
Excellent box out by Jonell Free. Actually, it was more of a pick to get him open.
So Bell, Benson, excuse me, streaming the clock, trying to roll around Daryl Bigham, and Bigham once again able to get the easy layup. No one pushing him out the hole. Christian, deep pass down, Martell Melly with a 3, and Martell Melly still showing that he's clutch and ready for these opportunities. 101-99, winner go home. ABA playoff basketball here. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Martell Melly working up top against Maurice Benson. Benson with the shake. Benson going to turn around and shoot. And good defense there by Martell Melly. So the possession arrow, little argument there on that. But the ball remain Legends, 99 1-on-1. Bigham with another jumper. That one's off. But if you're the Blazers, you've got to get that rebound. You got to get that rebound. And they don't. Carlton Brunowitz and Deontay Jackson able to clean it up. So Parrish Purnell Jr. on the other end. Purnell Jr. with an interior pass to Keyshawn Christian. And Christian loses his shoe, but he makes the layup.
Yeah, I don't know. That's incredible.
Well,
the concentration to lose your shoe and still make the basket.
Well, if it's Keyshawn Christian, he could have lost his shoe on earth, and he was able to still make the layup because he's that far up in the air anyway.
He's going into orbit.
So Christian are able to try to complete the three-point conversion here, 103 to 101. 8 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the game. Missed there. Almost rebounded by Christian again, but got to make those free throws. It's about 7 points in free throws now that they're missing on. Purnell Jr. to aggravate Sanchez here in the backcourt. His ball handling skills seems to do the same move every time. Working against Purnell Jr. He's going to step back and shoot again, and Cameron Sanchez with a great step-back shot. He can't go for the crossover. Blazers back on the other end. Norris looking to work against Bigham. Hits him with the crossover, and Tommy Norris just froze his man in time at the top of the key. Bigham still standing there wondering where he went. 105 to 103, 7:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Sanchez working against Christian. Sanchez with a dump-off pass. Sanchez again with a shot from his spot, but that was off. Rebounded by Melly, and Melly and the Blazers on the run. Janelle Free going to go with the left hand, and Free misses, but great awareness there by Melly to just tip it to him, and Janelle Free to able to clean it up. 107-103. Going to press Carlton Brunowitz in the backcourt here. Brunowitz, their main scorer, tries to oop it up and no go there. And Free is reached and grabbed by Bigham. Wise play there by Daryl Bigham just to stop the play.
Save 2 points. You have fouls to spare. Only got now 2 in the quarter. Only 7 minutes left.
So if you're the Blazers, you're a couple of energy minutes left of holding on to this basketball game. When it's 107-103, you have no time for mistakes. What will be one of the wrongest mistakes they could do here, Ryan?
Well, they can get complacent and let the Legends creep their way back into this game. And you don't want to let off the pressure because, like you mentioned, it looks like the Legends are gassed.
Yeah.
They don't want – they're short on all their shots, not really following, not moving on offense. So you just got to keep the pedal to the metal and drive it to the rack, hopefully get some more fouls up on that board, continue to attack.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, they look gassed. Like, even with Sanchez hitting those jumpers, I mean, he's gassed dribbling in the backcourt just from the pressure from Purnell Jr., so – you've got to keep that full court pressure up if you're Coach Bogart. But the important thing you got to tell your guys is we put the pressure on, but we got to get back. So it's kind of like put the pressure, relieve the pressure.
Right, right. And we see the Legends kind of stagnant just everywhere on the floor, letting John free, drive to the basket, get his own rebounds, take extra shots. I mean,
so
it's just 5 guys trying to do their thing.
So on the court for the Blazers, it'll be Janelle Free, Eddie Jackson, Shaq Lewis, Martell Melly, and David McDay Jr., the big man down low. And McDay, and a turnover there by Martell, and a miss there by Benson. Good way for the Blazers not to foul. And Janelle Free with a head full of steam, and Free is fouled, blocking call foul. That'll be the 3rd team foul.
Oh, looks like John L. rolled his ankle.
Well, I mean, if this was the NBA, I would be concerned, but it's the ABA, and here we just tie our shoes up tighter. We get back on the court.
Right.
So we'll see if Janelle Free can, hopefully he can walk this one off. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Maybe he just stepped on one of his teammates' foot.
And as you say that, Keyshawn Christian's trying to oh, no, that's Eddie Jackson trying to tie his shoelace back up.
And Melly over here getting stretched out, maybe catching cramps. He's getting helped out by Shaq Lewis, so seeing teammates right now step up and act as athletic trainers.
Yep.
107-103, 7:04 left here in the 4th quarter. So Janelle Free will take as much time as needed, I'm sure.
Relacing up those shoes.
Relaces and to relieve some of that, the pain that he might have just taken on that. He needs these 2 free throws here. This will be big. Misses the first one. He doesn't bend his knees enough. He's got to bend his knees. That's why his ball is hitting the back of the rim like that. It's so flat. Free misses another one, and it's rebounded by Bigham. The Legends on the other end. Benson attacking strong. Benson with a layup, and drive and a miss. Rebounded by Free, and they've got number. They put their head up. Martell Melly going to pull up. And Martell Melly with the sweet music. Martell Melly bearing it for the Blazers. 110-103.
And that's very demoralizing for the Legends.
And they've got to get back, slide their feet. Good defense there by Shaq Lewis. So as I mentioned, Carlton Brundwich and the Legends looking very tired here. But Carlton wants the ball. You know he wants the ball. You know where he's going to go. So once again, he attacks the hole. He's swiped by Jackson Hacked. And that's one of the things that you hate there, Ryan. You hate to see him foul him and him still be able to get that ball up.
Right. We saw it. They did a pretty good job of it earlier of not letting the shot have a chance of getting in the basket. But nothing you can do about that. He was just.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to foul him, you're going to foul him. 110-106. 6.5 left here on the clock. Blazers and Shaq Lewis on the other end. Shaq with the pick for McDay. McDay rolling. Shaq with the jumper and the miss. Eric Bell with the ball on the left arc. Going back to Carlton Brundwich. Brundwich with a stop. Carlton calling for the ball back. He's got the green light. Working against Jackson. And Jackson just not sliding his feet. Carlton Brundwich able to slide right past him. 110-108. Now Benson trying to pressure Medley. And Janelle Free hit a shot from the Baseline, Janelle Free for 3. 113 and 108. But it's going to start on the defensive side. Defense win championships, Ryan.
And you know who's going to be taking the shot for the Legends every time.
Yeah, you know who's getting the ball. Got to trap him. Good defense, good help side defense there by Eddie Jackson. He caught an elbow. Free with a behind-the-back move, and he misses a layup. Legends got numbers. Benson to pull a 3. That's off. Jackson, who's on the floor, rebounds. Outlet pass to Free. He thought about throwing it up. Tipped out. Shaq Lewis bobbled around, and fortunately for the Cleveland Blazers, the ref calls a foul, and they'll repay in possession because that was getting very sloppy there.
Yeah, they're just getting real loose with the ball, going up with it, real open, I guess. David Bigham I'm just going to stop talking. I'm too excited.
Daryl Bigham.
Daryl Bigham.
Well, Martell was trying to tell Janelle Free to throw the oop up for him, and Free thought about it. That made him hesitate on his layup, and the ball was defended well. And now here we are with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left here, 113 and 108. Ball inbounded. Martell Medley with a size advantage over the smaller Justin Green, shoots over him, miss, and Brunwich and the Legends, Brunwich going all the way down to Justin Green. Shot is up and no good. Shaq Lewis over the Free at the top of the key. Back over to Norris. Tommy Norris wide open head fake over to Shaq Lewis, and Shaq with a jumper, and great team ball there. Great teamwork there out of the Blazers. Able to swing the ball around, and Shaq Lewis gets a wide open jumper. 7-point lead causes Mike Dobson and the Lansing Legends to call a timeout here.
You need to get your players some rest. They look real exhausted now. I mean, your only offense is coming through Carlton Brundridge,
which makes me understand why they so tired. He's doing all the work.
Right. Everyone else is just standing around looking at him. And you know, if you're the Blazers, maybe just double him because you know nothing's going to come from anybody else. I'm
extreme doubling him. I'm doubling him as soon as he gets the ball because he's getting to the rack too easy, and I don't want him getting to the rack, getting fouls called, and stopping the clock. Right now, the clock is your friend if you're the Cleveland Blazers, so you want action to keep rolling and keep rolling. You don't want dead ball after dead ball after dead ball. So there are about 7 points here, 4 minutes and 41 seconds left here. I mean, honestly, if they could score 10 points, they could probably win this game.
Right, and you don't want to foul because then that stops the clock.
Right.
And it gives them an opportunity to get more points.
Extra possessions.
While the clock's not rolling, so the free points. Yeah.
So the magic number, 125 for the Cleveland Blazers here in this ABA playoff battle. Fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 41 seconds left here. Win or go home.
I'd be looking for Martell to shoot a couple more threes.
Like I said, Blazers not ready. But yeah, now Sanchez going to work against Shaq Lewis. Going to try to get free up Carlton Brunwich. And Brunwich with a pass, and it's missed by Daryl Bigham. Great outlook pass by Tommy Norris, throwing it up, but should have just got the layup there. Now Justin Green running back. Great D there by Shaq Lewis. And good D there by the Blazers, help side defense. Martell Manley with the bang. Over to Norris. Norris looked at the free throw jumper, thought about it, and he's fouled by Bigham. And Carlton Brundwich looking for anybody else to help him out, as well as looking for a full tank of air.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Daryl Bigham, this just goes to show the last couple minutes for the Legends. He misses a dunk.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you just turn the pressure up on him. Shaq Lewis inbound into Norris. Martell Medley working against the smaller Justin Green, going to back him down, step up and shoot. Oh. And Martell is called for the over-the-back foul.
And that's what you don't want. You don't want to stop the clock and then rack your foul count up to get to the bonus.
Well, you don't want Martell turning around and shooting away, a fadeaway on Justin Green, the smaller Green. You want him to heads up, take him to the rack.
Right, he's got like 4 or 5 inches over him too.
So 115 to 108, 3:56 left here. Sanchez with an outlet pass. He's got Shaq Lewis riding his back. Kind of just threw up a oopsie daisy call, and this one's going to be out of bounds. See what the ref has here. I believe Brundwich was ever throw it off a Blazer player, and he was. So it'll still be Legends ball with 3:49 left here in the fourth quarter. 115-108. Defense is a magic number for the Blazers right now. Green looking to drive against Purnell Jr. Green at the top of the key. Sanchez calling for the ball. Kick out to Yante Jackson. Head fake shake move there by Jackson. Tries to go glass. Miss. Adams. I'm not sure what the call there was, but.
Yeah, it looked like it was last off at Tommy Norris.
Blazers basketball. If they're going to be confused, you got to take advantage of it. Legends looking asleep, so Adams takes advantage. And Torrey Adams took advantage, as I said, Ryan. I mean, if they're going to be standing there looking like they're sleeping, they're looking at what the ref is going to, you keep playing, you shoot the ball.
Right, and you take it to the rack. We've been doing that. Torrey Adams was.
Don't worry, you can't talk to Gator. You know nobody.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, Torrey Adams.
He had that size advantage, and he took advantage of it.
Well, Torrey Adams, as I mentioned before, he has come on strong these past 2-3 weeks for the Blazers. He's definitely giving them help, giving them depth, giving them help down low. I mean, big man coming in. Martell Medley's missed all his free throws, and here we are. Torrey, now I don't know his name. Torrey Adams here completing and ones with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Blazer basketball magic number is 125. Turnover there. And Keyshawn Christian up in the air. Magic number is 125. 3 minutes left here.
Oh, yeah. 3D light came on, so that was a 3.
So now new players in, new wind in for the Legends, and Carlton Brundwich still trying to do it by himself. If you're Yante Jackson, you've got to be frustrated knowing that, it was a two-headed show last time, and today it just seemed to be like the Carlton Brundwich, I'm going to do whatever I want to with the ball thing. So not how you want to exit the playoffs, not how you want to exit your season if you're Yante Jackson or any of the Legends players, especially the ones who came here before and played against the Blazers.
Right. I wonder if he's just hurt or something, because we did see a long stretch where he wasn't even in the game.
So Brundwich able to complete the free throws, 121 to 110. Magic number for the Blazers is still 125. Shaq Lewis, cross-court pass over to Keyshawn Christian. This one's batted out of bounds, fortunately.
That was good defense, though, by Jay Green.
It'll be a full timeout here by Coach Bogart and the Cleveland Blazers. 2:54 left in the game. ABA playoff basketball, win or go home. 121 to 110, 11-point lead here for the Blazers. I mean, the only way they can lose this game right now is if they lose this game.
Right, yeah, they can only do it themselves. They've been playing good defense, playing good offense as well. Just don't blow it.
So the Blazers are playing very good basketball this afternoon. Bully-free basketball, as I mentioned. Says put on a bully-free presentation. Yes, I am bully-free. We ask that you step up and support bully awareness. Bullying occurs in our schools, in our communities, and in our homes. So if you've ever been a victim of bullying or know someone, because 80% people do have ever been a victim or know someone, we ask that you step up and take the pledge not to be a bully. Visit yesbullyfree.org and take the pledge. 121, 110 left, 2:54 left here. The Blazers are inbound on the baseline. Purnell Jr. has got Norris right at the half-court line. Norris with the smaller Green on him. Green with good defense there, and Carlton Brundwich with the push. And Purnell Jr. is fouled. That's 16 fouls now on the Legends. So now the inbound pounds to Norris, and Norris is trying to push off this smaller Green, but Green with great defense actually for his size. And good block, and this will be goaltending here.
Yeah,
so
bounce off the backboard. You're not allowed to touch it after it hits the backboard.
112, 121. Legends looking to press, but they're leaving Blazer players wide open here. Norris able to fight through the hole.
And that'll put him in the bonus.
So that will be 18 fouls now on the Living Legends. So if you're Cleveland Blazers, you got to pay attention to the fact that you've got 2 minutes and 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They've got 18 fouls, and every time you get fouled, you're going to the free throw line. So very important factor there. So Tommy Norris completes the first free throw. Martell Medley are coming to the game. So to finish the game out, it'll be Martell Medley, Shaq Lewis, Keyshawn Christian, Tommy Norris, and Parrish Purnell Jr. For the Legends, of course, it's Carlton Brundwich, Yante Jackson, Cameron Sanchez, Justin Green, and number 23, Amari George.
Excellent job by Keyshawn Christian to get that rebound, keep the play alive.
Great hustle there by Keyshawn Christian. The magic number, as I said, is 125. They've got 122 now, Ryan. 10-point lead.
2.5 minutes, so that can go quick. Especially in the ABA, if you get those turnovers, I mean, theoretically, it could be tied up in 2 plays. Well, not anymore.
Theoretically, it could. Christian able to hit the free throw, split the pair, 9-point lead. No, excuse me, 11-point lead now. Sanchez and the Legends up the court quick. Sanchez with a quick jumper, rebounded by Purnell Jr. Purnell Jr. with an outlook to Christian. Christian has Shaq Lewis. Well, Coach Bogarts, he yelled for a timeout, but the ref didn't get him, so instead they get a free layup.
I think he was calling 5 out. I think that's a play.
125, 112. Okay, I think you were right too, Ryan. That was a play, and that play worked very well, whatever it was.
Yeah, he spread out all his players around the 3-point arc, and then Tommy Norris just found a little slip lane. Yeah.
So great coaching there. As I said, we've reached the magic number if you're a Cleveland Blazer basketball fan, 125. Got 2 minutes left here in the game. If you're the Legends, the most you can do, I guess, at this point, I mean, you're just having a hard time scoring as a team right now. I mean, I know you've got your one option of Carlton Brundwich. He's, been able to go to the line and get to the rack and get fouled, but they've got to get turned. I mean, they need threes. You need pressure in the backcourt. You need 3D play. You need turnovers from the Blazers in order to this not be your last game of the season.
And I know it's not pretty, but start utilizing the backboard a little more.
So the inbound goes to Sanchez. Sanchez is ripped by Martell Medley, and he'll grab Martell Medley very wisely here. And once again, the Legends in the penalty, so that'll send Martell Medley. Let's see if he can make some free throws now, Ryan.
Well, split his last pair. Actually, no, he missed his last 2.
He makes the first one here. Don't forget, you can visit Cleveland Blazers on Instagram at Cleveland_Blazers. You'll be able to find all their information upcoming next week's playoff matchup. Stay tuned. You can always watch on Cleveland Blaze channel, YouTube channel, also on I-95 Sports. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, ABA, Third Federal Savings and Loans, DJ No Request and Fire Squad Entertainment. And we'll just ask you once again to help support and push bully awareness. Help by, first of all, taking a pledge by visiting yesbullyfree.org, and secondly, by donating to the nonprofit organization Squad Goals. So play getting sloppy here. Number 23, Amari George, in for the Legends. He'll get a free layup. It's 129 to 114. Legends looking to full court press. Broken there. Purnell Jr. had the ball right here. Back up to Shaq Lewis. Shaq Lewis bumped by Carlton Brundage with no foul call. Brundage pressuring Shaq Lewis. Shaq Lewis has a backdoor pass to Keyshawn Christian, and Christian with the wide open layup. And if you're Coach Bogart and Blazers, you wish offense always came that easy.
Yeah. It just looks like
Yante Jackson, as the Blazers are back up defense, they don't want to stop the clock here. 131, 116, 36 seconds left here. Foul on Carlton Brundage. That'll be his 6th foul.
That'll be technical shots.
Well, after this one.
After?
Yeah, after.
Oh, okay.
After this one, if he commits a foul, and ABA rules, they don't call it technical, they call it penalty shot. So it's penalty shots. If he commits a foul after this, after your 6th foul, if you're allowed to stay in the game, but if you commit a foul, the other team gets 1 shot in the ball. So as we go along in this ABA playoff season, we invite you to ride along with us, learn the game, learn the rules, come out and see a game. Very exciting play, week in to week in. .131 and 116. Free throw is complete there by Christian, 132 to 116. And the Blazers will live to see another week.
Do you know who we play next week?
Not sure. 1 down, 3 more to go, and they'll be able to go to regionals. Jackson going to pull up, and he's able to get 3 points.
Finally starting to see some offense from Yante Jackson. Too bad it's a little too late.
So as long as they got my boy Bobby Sutton in the game, and Bobby Sutton able to get points on the board in this playoff battle. And they yell his name, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby.
All smiles from the Blazers.
All smiles from the Blazers. Got to love that. Feels good to win.
Yeah, it does, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, feels good to stay alive. Feels good not to watch from the bench. So now the clock has 17 minutes on it, but
I think it should be 17 seconds.
Yeah.
They're trying to give the Legends a second chance to get back into the game.
So 17 seconds left. Parrish Purnell Jr. with a deep outlook pass of Martell Matley. Matley to Bobby Sutton again. And Sutton tried to get another free opportunity there. And this will probably be the last possession here as Justin Green. Keyshawn Christians, I'm not having that. Last shot up there by Maury George and rebounded by our Parrish Purnell Jr. And the ABA Cleveland Blazers will advance in this matchup. So the Cleveland Blazers winning 136-122 over the Lansing Legends. And Ryan, I mean, coming on from that second half, the Cleveland Blazers was just too much. That third quarter was very, very strong from them. They just were able to carry that on, that energy, the fight, the tenacity, the composure, as I mentioned, the patience, the camaraderie. You know, they were able to get together. They didn't get frustrated. They weren't fighting each other. So wherever Coach Bogart and they were able to talk about inside the locker room at halftime, they were able to actually come out and implement that in the second half there.
Yeah, and it looked like the Legends just got a little gas. They only had offense coming from Daryl Bigham and Carlton Brundage. Those were their only 2 high scorers. I think the only 2 in double digits besides Maurice Benson, who just barely broke out with 10.
Right.
But we didn't see Daryl Bigham play a lot in that second half. I wonder what the reason for that. Maybe he had some cramps or something.
Might have been in
I don't
foul
know.
trouble too.
Yeah. But, I mean, good effort by the Blazers to keep the pedal on the metal. They didn't give up at all, even on that last possession, we saw Keyshawn Christian go up and block a shot just to prove a point that, hey, we won this game.
Right. Yeah, we're not taking any chances. So once again, Ryan Hall, Teddy McQueen, another Cleveland Blazers basketball broadcast. We'll be here next week for the second week of playoff basketball. Stay tuned. As I said, you can follow the Cleveland Blazers on Instagram. That's at Cleveland_Blazers. Also on their YouTube page. Look for ABA basketball games. For everyone watching, thank you for joining us. Have a good weekend and a safe night.